Hello everyone. Just wanted to share a few things with you about Lee Jackson Day. At the Emporium we have celebrated Lee Jackson Day every single year that we've been open. Lee Jackson Day was started, actually Lee Day was created in 1889 and has been continuously celebrated in Virginia since. Jackson was added to it in 1904, so it's now Lee Jackson Day and has been since 1904. Well, in 1983, Virginia combined Lee Jackson Day with the federal holiday of Martin Luther King's birthday. Apparently, no one was happy with this, and then in 2000, they separated them again, giving state employees a 4-day weekend, so they could be off Friday for Lee Jackson Day and be off Monday for Martin Luther King Day. Well, Robert E. Lee was an exceptional military officer and an engineer for 32 years in the United States Army, and he served throughout the United States on many big projects. He was a hero in the Mexican War, and he served as the commandant of the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. He was married to Mary Anna Custis, who was the adopted great-granddaughter of George Washington. And Mary Anna Custis, her inheritance from George Washington was a place called Arlington House, or the Arlington Mansion. Today that is known as the Arlington National Cemetery. We can go into that another day, but it's a very interesting story. Well, Lee was a great gentleman and an exceptional military commander, very gifted. He died in 1870. And after the war, of course, everyone who had been connected with the Confederacy had to fill out an application of citizenship. And Lee did this. He filled out his application. He tried to amenably bring the country back together again as much as he could. Well, his application was lost for about 100 years, but it was mysteriously found in the 1970s, and in 1975 the United States Congress installed Lee as a United States citizen, along with Jefferson Davis. Well, Stonewall Jackson was born in Clarksburg, Virginia, which is now Clarksburg, West Virginia, on January 21st, 1824. He was a graduate of the U.S. Military Academy, and he served in the United States Army from 1846 to 1852. But he was an instructor at VMI, Virginia Military Institute, from 1851 to 1861, when he volunteered for the Confederate States of America's Army. He was wounded on May the 2nd, 1863, and he died of pneumonia 8 days later. Military historians regard Jackson as one of the most gifted tactical commanders in the history of the world. His tactics are studied even today in military circles around the world. His tragic death was a severe blow to the Confederate States and the defense of the South. Well, thank you for listening. I'll be seeing you.